I'm at 7972 Bearcreek Drive in Cincinnati, Ohio. Maybe anyway, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home, and we're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, basically anything that would be of concern to the buyer. The access point is a PVC stack here, right behind the dryer, to the right of the dryer, and right inside the garage, or right inside from the garage. So it's tucked back here a little bit with the clean out kind of turned sideways, but so it's a little hanging cabinet here that's a little in the way, but we should be able to get enough on the camera to get it inspected. The line should be PVC all the way out based off of the age. It could be if I think the house was built in the mid-80s. So there is a possibility that if the neighborhood was started in the late 70s, there may be some clay lines outside. But at this point, they were usually using, by the mid-80s, they were using PVC like this most of the time, all the way out. This little bit of water is not a problem. It's obviously not even covering the lens, and that lens is only about a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe. It's very, very little amount of water. There is a clean out in the floor, it looks like. You can see the opening on top of the screen there, and if we were under it, it's right before the line leaves the house, and so I'm sure it's underneath some boxes and stuff there underneath the steps. It's a pretty normal place for it on houses built in this era. And if you look, this is a pretty heavy grade. If you look in the bottom left hand corner, you can actually see the angle that the camera is laying. Minimum is 1 degree. It's 1/8 of an inch per foot, or about 1 foot for every 1 foot of drop for every 100 feet of length, which is about 1%. And so this is dropping really quickly. This looks like it's going to level out here. And what we'll do to make sure we can see better is a lot of times you can dip the camera in the main. There's usually a lot of water flowing through that main. You should be able to see a lot clearer on the way back. If not, we'll also run some water in the downstairs bathroom as we pull back, so we can kind of watch how the line functions also. And looks like we're going into SDR 35, which means we're off the property, probably getting pretty close to the main. This is still PVC, it's just essentially a different grading system. Different, one is a ratio, but they're both about the same thickness. Looks like we're getting down and dropping into the main. So since there's not a whole lot, we must be near high end. There's not a whole lot of flow in that main. And so what we're going to do, high end meaning the beginning of a sewer main, where if there's only 1 or 2 houses and everybody's at work right now, then there's not a whole lot of water flowing down there. So what we're going to do is pause the video. I'm going to go run some water in the downstairs bathroom, and that way as we pull back we'll be able to see the line functioning. But I didn't see anything of any concern on the way out. It all looked like it was in great condition. And so we'll pull back and we'll keep recording and inspecting as we pull back and watch how the water flows through the line. Alright, the water made it out there pretty quickly, which is good, but kind of talked about how there was a lot of pitch there, like a 20-degree pitch in a large area of that line. So, but you can see it cleaned off the camera already. Yeah, the line looks great. So far everything looking really good. And you can see with the water flowing, it's got good enough pitch on it where it's not building up at all. Showing good flow. Like we talked about here, it's 23 to 24 degree drop, which is pretty heavy for a sewer line. No solids or anything in the line. Everything is escaping as designed. Everything looks great. See, that's right where the line come in. And here we are coming out of the clean out. So that's exactly how we want every sewer line to look. All the connections were nice and tight. There's no big low spots or structural issues. The water is escaping as designed. The line's in great shape. So that'll end the inspection at 7972 Bearcreek Drive in Cincinnati, Ohio.